All right, let's recap it and we'll get going. Sorry, guys.
All right. Let's see. Last time we showed up to the Crognaw Castle, disguised as the Red Brands, like you're talking about. We got an audience with King Groll, who was I think it was a bugbear leader of the goblins there at the castle. We tricked him into thinking we were Red Brands. We got a little dinner, which was delicious, by the way. Everybody, but
that's a lie.
Everybody in Frantisek thought so.
Frantisek was scared.
Yeah, Frantisek had to make several trips to the outhouse. But we convinced him, and we went in to talk to him in his office, I guess it was his own room, and we saw Gundren there, like really hurt. And the call went out, Limp Pickle, and we threw him down.
Yep.
Codename Limp Pickle, and we took him out, took out King Groll. There was also a lady drow in there, really hot, but she ended up fighting with us and joining with us at the end. We got King Groll killed, and then we were seeing this horde of goblins come at us, but then the cook, good old Yeg, that fed us the
yes.
dinner, he stopped everybody, and we were able to get out with Gundren and this drow elf, supposedly, and all of our party. And Yeg decided to come with us, too. We asked him if he wanted a job cooking for us back at the hideout, and he said, yeah. So he was with us, too. But the drow, that lady drow, she ended up not being actually drow. She was a doppelganger. She, like, dropped her form, and it was actually a dude. I think he's a guy. Did doppelgangers have? I don't know. But
you didn't see any testicles hanging down, so
okay.
it was sort of like a bald spot down there. It's sort of like in the image. Because you can't tell.
Right.
Believe me, I looked. I did. I did a little cursory glance down there, and I didn't see any units hanging down. So, yeah.
Well, he sounded like a dude, so I'm assuming it was. His name was Gumby. So he talked to us a little bit, but he did tell us about the Thundertree ruins, that there was a dragon there that he was buying slaves off of, and the drow had been doing that for a while. Thundertree was the place we were going to next, and we had heard about this, and so he gave us a little bit of information. Also gave us a sweet dagger he pulled out of his skin pouch and handed it to
his
us.
Nature's Pocket.
Yeah, Nature's Pocket. And Dagger of Venom, I think it was. And then after we got done with that, we sort of carried along Gundren all the way back to Phandalin, and now he's recuperating. We decided to head to Thundertree first after we did a little bit more preparation, and then after Thundertree, heading back to the Wave Echo Cave after Gundren has kind of, rested up and gotten all better.
Yeah, he's gonna try to. Yeah, he's gonna try to meet with you guys and go to Wave Echo, because that's where he was supposed to meet his brothers already. So he wants to know how his brothers are. I mean, it's just, he's got Thurdrin and Nundra, so he's got to find out how they're doing. So what do you guys have left to do in Phandalin that you want to take care of?
Well, guys, we know there's a dragon there. I mean, we may be able to hide from it, but somebody said it was a green dragon. What do we know about dragons? Do we know anything that might help us? We might need to prepare for or buy.
Well, the story my grandfather told me is that this thing breathes poison. I guess the red dragons will breathe fire, but green ones, it's poison. So good luck with that and everything.
Well, I can do. I think I can protect us from some poison, or some people.
Well, that'd be good if you could. I don't really have anything to help us with that, but I don't know. That's what I know about green dragons.
Maybe somebody sells potions or something around here.
Of course, you guys have some money. We'll do some economy control like we did in the other game. Sure, if you want to spend some money, go for it. You guys want to buy any items? We'll say that. Let's see. Let's go back to the Line Shield Coster, and we'll say that Lanine has in her suit. Remember, she kept all of her weapons in the back because of the red brands. So we'll say that she has a small secretive stockpile of stuff, possibly if you guys want to buy some stuff. So, what would you guys want to buy really quick?
I was thinking if we could find any like protection from poison potions or anything, that would be nice. I want to get a great club too, so I'm gonna grab one of those.
Sure, yeah. Player. In fact, you could just go ahead and drop one on there because you guys have helped Phandelver get rid of the red brand. So yeah, you guys, if you guys want a normal item, like a normal weapon, feel free. Just help yourself to my showroom here. But as for the let's see, as for the potion of poison resistance, we'll say that she has one of them.
Does she have any vials of antitoxin?
Is that a player's handbook item?
Yep.
If it's player's handbook, she has it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So this will give you advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour. So I'll pick a couple of these up, and I suggest you guys do the same.
All right, and I'll buy the potion of poison resistance.
Okay, the potion of poison resistance will cost you. It will cost you 100 gold.
All right, here you go.
All right, just deduct it, and let's see. Let me find that in the items bin, and then I'll put it on. You want it on your just regular laddie character sheet, or?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Anybody else want anything?
How about some Alchemist's Fire?
Alchemist Fire, I believe that is also player's handbook as well, and she's got those in a safe glass storage case kind of off to the side that says "Do not shake too volatile, may explode." So
Yeah,
yes,
I'll take what I can get there.
she does have a couple of them. So she has like 2 Alchemist Fire, so you can buy a couple of those.
Cool.
There you go. You got your potion of poison resistance. I've gone ahead and identified it for you, so you can actually see it now.
Thank you.
So you can go into the item sidebar button and just drag and drop Alchemist Fire over there to your sheet on your equipment tab, inventory tab, and just deduct the money.
All right, cool.
Anybody else for anything?
She's not giving out discounts on armor prices, would she?
A plus. Well, it depends on what you want. If you want a suit of armor of the first circle, it'll basically cost you 500 gold.
Okay. I'm good where I'm at then.
Weapons of the first circle, 500 as well. And that's pretty much for pretty much all of my games.
We can
So
get
what does
one
that
of
mean? What is
Plus one.
first circle
Plus
mean?
one.
Plus one.
Plus
Okay.
one, yeah.
Well then, could I get a +1 whip?
If you have 500 gold,
hang on.
you can get
Not
a
sure what I have.
+1. She'll take all types of currencies: gold, gems, silver, copper, whatever. As long as it equals 500, she'll take it. Anybody else for anything?
Does she have like maybe a list of type of potions that she has, or I'm not real familiar with what's out there? Or
What are you looking
available?
for? Let's see. I'll go to the let's check out the potions in the DMG. I've got that open. She's got stuff like pretty much everything. So there's here I am. Oh boy. There is potion of animal friendship, clairvoyance, climbing, diminution. I keep butchering that word. Diminution. Sorry, I had to say it really slow because of the syllables, and I butchered the English language. What can I say? Potion of fire breath, potion of flying, gaseous form, giant strength, and then there's all kinds of other. Well, they're super expensive, except for the hill giant potion. That's definitely buyable if you have money. Potion of growth, potion of healing, multiple others. She's also got greater potions of healing, potion of heroism. Let's see.
How much is a potion of heroism, and what does that do?
Heroism, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. It'll be about what it does is an hour after you drink it, it'll give you 10 temporary hit points for an hour. And let's see, you're also under the effect of the bless spell, so that's pretty nice. And it's a blue potion that bubbles and steams as if it's like boiling or something. But she has one of those. It'll be Potion of Heroism will be about 175 gold, and it'll last for an hour. Let's see. Yep. Potion of Growth, that's 100. The Potion of Hill Giant, that's 150. Let's see. Potion of Fire Breath is 100. Climbing's 100. Animal Friendship's 100. That's about it. All the stuff that you guys could actually afford. So
I'll take a potion of heroism for 175. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it gives you 10 temp hit points, and it also gives you an extra 1d4 in checks and attacks. So I mean, that's
pretty
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. So go ahead and I'll add a potion of heroism to your sheet.
That's a very underrated potion, I think. People don't use that as much
Definitely.
as I think they should. It's a good one.
Yeah. You just want one of the... Yeah, she's only got one of them anyway, so... Alright, go ahead and deduct that from your sheet, and I will add that now. Anyone else for anything?
No, I got what I needed, so I'm good to go. And of
How
course,
much is it?
Frantisek keeps trying to get you guys out of there. Like, come on, let's hit the road. Come on, guys.
How much is a potion of extra healing?
Potion of greater healing is going to be... Greater healing's 100. Regular is 50.
Can I get one of those also? The greater healing.
Sure. Yep. And Mike, can you change your name to Laddie in Discord?
Yep. Sorry, I thought it was.
No, that's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I'm not.
Oh yeah. Devin's not here.
Nope. No, he's not here. So I'm switching mine to
Okay.
as well. I can actually finally take all those Z's off my name. All right, so we've got that taken care of.
So guys, what's the plan when we head to Thundertree? Any special thing we need to do? I know we've got to check out this Rydoth guy, this druid. We have
What do we have to check off a write-off for?
Well, I mean, he's a druid, and I'm a druid.
Oh, yeah, okay. We can
he's
talk
also-
to him, but I don't think we need to talk to him. But if you'd like to talk to
Yeah,
him,
well,
fine.
I am looking for.
let's just get going, laddie. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why you don't like shopping. It's so much fun. It's stress relief.
You just get what you need and let's go. Come on.
All right. I like to look at the things. Okay. What?
You guys
So
are just like women, trying on things and smelling the different potions. It's just get what you need. Let's go.
all right. So do we need to check with any? We didn't go back and talk to Rigby after we took care of the Red Brands. I know he was having trouble with them. Did we want to say something before we just ran off, or you think he's good?
Well, if you want to, I assume he's good.
Okay. All right. Do we need to go talk to RC's mom or anything?
Only if you can prove to me that RC isn't with her.
No, I don't think I could do that.
All right, because I don't have the silence spell. I need to figure that one out, but I don't have it. So
Okay, last
So you can
thing.
cast it on him.
Yeah. no doubt. Last thing I was going to talk to you. So Frantisek, just spell. You cast spells. I cast spells. We're like sort of the same person. What kind of things do you want to do in combat? Because I could do a lot of the same things you can, and I don't want to.
You can do some of the things I can do.
Well, sure. I mean, it's really easy. See, look, I can wave my hand around with no weapon in it. Oh, just like you.
Okay.
So
What's your point, laddie? What are you asking me?
Like, what kind of things do you focus on for your spells?
Okay. Well, I have spiritual weapon, scorching ray, flaming sphere. So all of the light spells. That's something that my god gives me. So, scorching ray and flaming spear, burning hands.
Right.
Those are things I have. And then
Okay.
cure wounds, of course, and aid, and spiritual weapon. Those are the sorts of things I've got.
Okay, that sounds good. That helps me out. I'm just thinking about, I have lots of spells. Just want to make sure. So I'll do things like entangle, to keep them down. I have healing word just in case you happen to go down. And I'm just, by the way,
good plan.
I'm just talking to him as we're starting to walk out, I assume, unless anybody else wants to do anything in town before we leave.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, so we'll start working out, and then I also have lesser restoration. I got that one just in case. Do you?
That is a good one in case someone winds up with limp pickle.
Yeah, it says limp pickle is a big problem. So also I got pass without a trace. Just in case we decide to be stealthy, pass without a trace will keep us, extra stealthy.
Okay,
So,
well,
and then-
I don't know much about that spell. That sounds like a druid thing to me.
And then you don't have protection from poison, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, I do. So I'll keep that, and I can cast that on us.
That's good. I got a couple of vials of antitoxin, and we'll chug those when we think we're getting close to the dragon, and hopefully that'll be enough.
Awesome. Okay. So when we head out, I suggest we go through the forest, and not the roads.
Well, just whatever's quickest. I think road part of the way. Here, let me show you that map. Yeah,
there you
so
go.
we'll take the road here, and then we'll start cutting cross country over here. See?
You can use the arrow if you want, Frantisek.
Oh well, no, we're just planning it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
man,
okay.
it won't take us long at all. Like, that's less than my finger.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. It'll take longer than it looks because the map is a lot smaller than the whole world, right?
Oh,
So
well,
this just
that's true.
shows you where things are in relation to each other.
Right. Well, how long will it take us then?
I don't
You're
know.
about
Let's just
50,
get
about
going.
55 miles away, so I would say probably a couple of days. But of course, you've been told that you can take. Sildar has actually acquired some horses for you guys. So if you guys want to travel and not walk on, not walk by foot, yeah, you could probably get there in, I'd say, a day or so.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. We'll get on some horses and try to make it a day as opposed to 3 days or whatever it would take.
Is there
Yeah.
one big enough for me, or do I look like on a bicycle that's too small?
No.
You're just like that. Your horse is very sad.
like
Very
a
sad.
clown on one of those little bicycles. Dun 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 dun. No, there's a war horse that you can actually ride a war horse. So,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, unbelievable. So yeah, you guys can get there in a day. I mean, it's morning now. You can make it by night, or you can actually camp and then get there in daylight, or you can take you could take this Thundertree runes in the darkness. But then again, some
I
of you
do
guys
have those
can't
goggles.
see. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's go in the morning. So we'll get within 10 miles or so, or 5 miles of Thundertree, and we'll make camp because I think the dawn gives us a benefit. Let's
Always a
go
dawn
in.
with you. Yeah, I like it. One thing I want to do real quick. So I want to do Animal Messenger as a ritual. So just for, I'm going to try to call like a bird or something. This is uses an animal to deliver a message. You choose a tiny beast that you can see within range, such as a squirrel, a bird, or bat, and you specify a location and a recipient who matches the general description, and then they will take your message to them. You can speak a message of up to 25 words. And so I want to try to send a bird to Thundertree Ruins to try to find Rydoth and tell him that we're coming.
Ah, that's pretty clever.
Another awesome thing. Give yourself an inspiration for that, Laddie Bear. I mean, that's awesome. That's the first time anybody's ever used that spell in any of my games. So yeah, feel free to give yourself an inspiration.
Yeah, so I want to mention that Emerald Enclave help is coming, since that's where I know him from, and just tell him wait till morning. So that should be simple enough to get the idea across.
Very nice. I like it. All right, so you guys are setting out. I guess you guys are probably going to travel through the rolling hills, maybe parallel to the high road. So
yeah, we'll take the high road for a little bit, because it's just a little bit quicker, and then we'll branch off and make a beeline for Thundertree.
Yeah, that's what's going to save you your time anyway. So, and of course, even if you guys don't have vehicles like horses and wagons and stuff, you guys can still ride a horse. But if it goes into like combat or something, then maybe there will be some checks needed to stay on the horse. I think that would be fair. Don't get to do mounted combat too much, but let's see if anything happens on your journey to Thundertree, because I know that you said that you wanted to stop, pitch camp, and then about 10 miles away, and then head there the next morning. So if one of you would like to give me a D20 in the tower for a random encounter roll, let's see. Perfect. That is the best possible outcome that you could have had, and thankfully you got that out of the way there. Check for traps.
Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. So you guys make it all the way the entire day. You pass several caravans on your way. Some are traveling north, some are traveling south, probably to Neverwinter, or maybe even as far south as Waterdeep. And you guys veer off of the high road when you guys decide to, and you get about 10 miles away from Thundertree as the sun starts to set. You've had a very uneventful day, so everybody go ahead and deduct a day's ration from your character sheets, and also you can find a small little stream to feed and water the horses, and also to refill your water skins.
Awesome. So I do want to do, when we kind of stop, I want to do a druid craft just to see what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, just to see if it's going to be like raining or something in the morning.
It was actually sunny today, but the weather forecast for tomorrow will also be sunny.
All right,
the weatherman says, for the next 5-day forecast, we're looking at sunny skies and no showers. I mean, speaking out of character here, when I look at the news report, the weather report for El Paso, I just laugh. Because every single day, it's the same. It is the same. It's sunny, no clouds. But we did, a couple of days ago, we had marble to golf ball size hail. And I'd never seen hail before like that. I've seen little, like, BB size hail in Florida, but wow. It actually woke me up out of a sleep, and I went out and I recorded about a minute's worth of that, and I'll put that up on the YouTube channel too. So I had never seen it before. I was like, what? I thought the apocalypse was going on. I thought zombies were trying to break into my house. So all right, let's go. You guys set up camp. The weather forecast is going to be clear for tomorrow. Let's do one more encounter roll for the night, and who's taking first? Watch, second watch, third watch, or however many watches you're doing.
I'll take first.
All right.
I'll take the last.
So Frantisek asked to take the last because he gets up early for the sunrise anyway.
Okay, no problem. I'll take next to last.
All right, so Whim, Squall, Frantisek, give me an encounter roll in the tower. The lower the better. I'll take the first. Oh, Falconer, you're so lucky you rolled first, dude.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Pilfer would have got you guys an encounter. So you guys have an uneventful night. All 3 different watches go by. You just hear crickets and, kind of maybe some birds singing towards the early hour mornings. But yeah, it's uneventful. Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Whoa, keep doing that for 4 hours so we can have that. So the sun starts to rise, and the sunlight is starting to shine through all of the different spaces of the leaves and the trees and stuff. So next morning you guys are up, you guys eat some food, you get ready, get everything packed up, and I guess you guys want to head to Thundertree now, huh? Anything that you guys want to do before we move on to Thundertree? You guys are 10 miles away, so.
So I will. I'll bring out some berries.
Oh, thanks,
after
Fantasy
coming out
Rounds
from
College.
The
Thanks,
woods.
man.
Look, guys, I found.
Good to see you,
I found
Lauren.
these berries. They're very good.
Are you sure those aren't deer turds? Let me look at those.
Here. Yeah, actually,
I'll stick to my rations.
I made them. I made them myself.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, laddie. Good job.
Oh, they're tasty. All right. So yeah, it's a good berry spell, by the way. So if you want,
yeah,
Take one.
I'll take one.
They want them now.
Yeah, of course. Now that after he ate one.
All right, so you can, if you want to hang on to it, you can. If you eat it, it sustains you for a day, so you don't have to use rations. Also, it does restore 1 hit point if you care for it. It takes an action to eat.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Lauren.
it takes a
Thanks,
whole
Lauren.
action to eat a berry. I'll do that. I'll spend an action.
Yeah.
So I can.
Well, let's start initiative on the good berries. No, I'm just-
I mean, it is healing. It is healing, but like if you want to defeat somebody that's unconscious, I don't know that it would work. But anyway.
I don't need to worry. I've got spells and stuff, so I'll just eat the good berry now for breakfast.
Okay.
Well, thank you, laddie. That was real
If
kind.
you throw
of
one
you.
in the air, I could try and
It
jump
doesn't-
to catch
All
it.
right. Open your mouth. Here you go.
Taste near as bad, I think.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, good catch, man! You are good at that.
That actually is kind of impressive there.
Yeah, you catch lots of things in your mouth. That's awesome.
I just noticed Laddie's trying to sound like Wim. He's trying to sound like Count Strahd von Zarovich now.
I try, but it's hard to get your accent.
I love it. You guys are great. All right, so you guys give me all a history roll about Thundertree, and you guys just leave it out in the open. You don't have to put it into the tower or nothing like that. I'll call for it if I want it in the tower. All right. Let's see. We need one more check there. I see 3 history checks.
I'm trying. What do I click on? I'm sorry.
That's all right. Second tab down, your skills, and then just
Gotcha.
click on history, which you got an awesome -1 on history. Oh, I
So
also
click on the word.
no,
or-
on the right hand side. There's
The little gray die.
Yeah. Yep. Just click on that box with the gray die. There you
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
go. That's all right.
I get a little bit of freebies when I actually get to the ruins, kind of,
I
with
also-
historical knowledge.
Yeah. Let's see. Wim, you recall, you and Francisek recall lore on Thundertree. So, really quick, Squall, I added a potion to your actions tab on the very bottom. You'll notice that you have a potion of healing now, and the first one is for a regular potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2. And then for the greater potion that you have now, the healing pendant, the healing effect to the right, which is the cross, that's for the greater potion. So it'll say 44. You can just hover over it. It says 44 plus 4. So, but whenever you go to use the potion, I will remind you of that. So, all right. So Thundertree, you guys remember some lore about Thundertrees. You guys are making this last 10-mile trek to Thundertree. You guys are not even a day's ride. You're like a half a day's ride away from Neverwinter as well. And you know that Thundertree, now that you've found out a little bit more, this is an old abandoned village, especially with what the what was her name that told you where she's from. What was her name again? Damn it.
The woodcutter's wife?
Was
the
it?
woodcutter's
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
Myrna,
So
I
yeah,
think.
Myrna.
yeah,
Yeah.
you guys found out a little bit more, and this was once a prosperous community of the Neverwinter Forest, and the huge forest that's to the east or to the right of that on the map, that's a Neverwinter Forest. And this used to be a pretty prosperous community, and it was basically all woodcutters and trappers. And then 30 years ago, Mount Hotenau erupted, which is to the north. It devastated all of Thundertree, and actually most of the Neverwinter Forest as well. Well, the northern and central part, it pretty much devastated it. And in the wake of this natural disaster, a plague of these strange zombies started filling in the area, and that's when that it drove off her family at a young age, and that's when she hid her pendant. But there are still creatures here. There could be, there as you guys are, coming in, you're gradually coming in, and you can see that there's a trail that leads into Thundertree, a curvy trail, kind of avoiding larger trees and whatnot. And there's all kinds of, you see chipmunks kind of running around. You see a honey badger. You see squirrels in trees. So there's actually a lot of life now, 30 years later, after the Hotenau eruption. Birds are singing, all that other stuff. And, through the woods, you can start to see this abandoned village. And, there's all kinds of these ruined buildings, cracked walls. There's all kinds of, you can see as you're coming up to it, there's all kinds of other windy roads that are kind of splitting off into the ruins of Thundertree. And you can see that there's a hill, and it's kind of rising above the settlement, and it's in the middle on the northern side, and it looks like a large stone tower, maybe a guard tower, maybe a wizard tower, but it's partially collapsed, so you really can't fully identify what type of tower this once was. And on this hill there's also an adjoining cottage that is also attached to this tower. So as you guys are going on this huge road that is winding right in, it starts to wind in a couple of the old houses. You see most of these houses, they have their interiors are wide open, the windows are busted out, the roofs are collapsed in, and it's got sort of like an eerie silence as you guys are coming up to the entrance of Thundertree. And there's also a large wooden sign that is nailed onto a post and staked into the ground on the main road that you're coming into, and it reads in common, "Danger!" in capital letters. "Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Well, that's a good thing right there. That's very yeah. Good sign, guys, right there. Good sign.
So I'm sharing the map of Thundertree with you guys. And you guys can basically see everything that you see. There's a lot of buildings. You can see doors. Some doors are kicked in. Over here in on the north central part of the map, here is the tower that you see with the building adjoined, and it's, like I said, on a hill. And all around you, there's quite a few buildings. There's probably at least a dozen buildings here. And you can pretty much see all of these. And these aren't very huge trees. Some are bushes, but you guys can kind of see around everywhere. And you can see all kinds of roads kind of branching off and stuff.
How long was this place abandoned?
It's been abandoned for 30 years now.
30 years, okay.
That's
well, I don't mind saying this, guys, but
and the
this
zombies
is kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's got a very eerie silence, and where you guys are at right now, there is that sign that says, "Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! Plant monsters and zombies! Turn back now!"
Well, guys, look out for plant zombies, monster things, or whatever. And I'll start creeping forward, and I'm gonna take a look into this first building here.
Yeah, so let's be quiet and slow and stealthy.
It is exactly the opposite of what I was proposing.
This is the
Oh.
big. This is the big clumsy.
I know.
Goliath.
I was like clomp, clomp, clomp.
Well, the walls in this building have cracks, and this has no roof on it, and the door is actually broken in. So when you look inside, there are tons of weeds that are just growing rampant inside, and this looks like just a cottage that a family once probably lived in, and there are a couple of creatures that actually kind of catch your attention. And it looks like give me a perception check first. I need to see with a perception check first.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, as you're looking inside, you can actually see several humanoid types of plants that are looking at you. They kind of look like a. In fact, Laddie, where are you at? And
Right behind
Francis,
him.
you were the one. Okay, so yeah, you recognize these, seeing that you are a druid. You recognize these as Twig Lights.
Oh, and I know they're like evil, right?
Yeah, here, let me give you guys an image here. These are what the Twig Lights look like, and like I said, these are they look like a little miniature Groot.
Like a less friendly Groot.
Yeah, exactly. And these creatures they're kind of intertwined and tangled. It looks like they're all tangled up inside of these all of these different vines and stuff that are growing inside of this cottage, and that's what you see. And they're you can actually see the eyes. They're actually looking at you, but they're looking at you like maybe they don't see us right now.
I whispered to Frantisek, not quietly at all. They're Twig Lights. We should kill them.
Or just leave them alone. And I'll start backing up a little bit here.
Yeah, as you're backing up, it doesn't seem like they're trying to attack you in any way or anything.
All right, let's just leave them there. Let's find this druid and see if he can give us some information about the dragon.
Okay. Slowly, I back away.
Slowly. All right, you back away, and the Twig Lights kind of just watch you as you're backing away, and you can actually see them looking right at you, Frantisek, as you're backing away. They just stay there motionless.
Super creepy.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Okay.
If it comes down to it, I could distract the things and let you guys search around a bit by playing some music, and I'm very fast, so they could follow
Oh,
me.
I'll set these SOBs on fire if it comes down to it. I'm not worried about them. I don't know. It's super creepy. Let's just find the druid, okay? And then he can tell us what's going on here.
Fair enough.
Laddie goes up to the next building.
Yep.
And Laddie, you're looking, and this actually looks like another one of these cottages that a family lived in, but this is in ruin. And as you're looking inside, you see a bunch of vines as they've come up and grown on the walls. The roof is caved in, so there's a bunch of tiles. So what do? You don't see any Twig Lights, though.
I will.
It looks like this is definitely the home of someone before.
Yeah, I'll whisper
Probably
in.
And in fact, as you're looking, you're like, oh, wow, look at this. As you're seeing the roof collapsed in, it looks like this might have been probably maybe a shop of maybe a prosperous shopkeeper or something like that, because there's, in all the debris and stuff, you can see several like cases kind of like crushed and stuff from when the actual roof caved in. And then you've got plants and stuff growing up on it as well. So,
is there any kind of sign on the outside of it, or what kind of shop it was? Because I know we're keeping an eye out for the alchemy shop of some kind.
Sure, yeah. Actually, this says that it was like a farmer's tool store, for farming. So probably seeds and tools and all that other stuff. And actually, you can see a couple of wooden poles from like where hoes and rakes and shovels have been broken from, over time. It's been 30 years, so.
All right, I'll just yell. I'll just